Hey, it's Mr. Johns, and welcome to this first episode of American Truck Simulator. So, I've had this game for a while and decided that now that I've got some time off for summer break, that I would jump into this game and try it out. So, today I just want to give you kind of an overview. I don't know much about it, so my overview will just be kind of my first take as well. So, the game itself is all about trucking, and I've played just a little bit. It's been a couple months, but company name John's Trucking. My profit over 7 days is 15,146, and that's about what I've got in the bank. Not very much. I am level 2, and my character is the most trucker-ish that I could find. It's a perfect. Probably what I would look like if I was trucking. Just put on a few more pounds, get those dark shades, and hit the road. So, really cool game. And down here at the bottom of the screen, our main menu, we've got a job category. And right now, I can just do quick jobs. There's cargo jobs, freight jobs, external jobs. Navigation, one of my favorite things is that I've got the Idaho DLC installed, and that's where I am from. So I love this. And I know the first time I played it, I drove from, I think, downtown Boise up to Ketchum. That was my first run. And it was, even though it's, they shorten it, and it's not exact, of course. It's not based on Google Earth or anything. I wish it was. But the locations are pretty accurate, and so I recognized where I was driving, and that was something I hadn't experienced before in a driving game, and so cool. So cool. The driver's ed teacher in me just couldn't help but think, man, this would be so cool to be able to actually do some driving lessons, virtual driving lessons, using this kind of software. But it's a trucking game, so it is a whole different kind of thing. So we're looking at Idaho, and the roads in yellow are the ones that I've driven before. And the blue arrow right here, it's either zoom in or zoom out. There's no in between that I can find. But I am that blue arrow right there. I'm out in almost to Nampa. No, I'm not. I thought I was. I'm in Boise. So Nampa is this direction. So Boise right here. So I am south of Boise. And so this would be, it's again, not all 100% accurate, but this is be Eagle Road, which turns into 55 with a little bit of a bypass up here on State Street, and then it heads north and goes further up to McCall, New Meadows, up, and then turns into 95, goes up to Riggins, Grangeville, etc., Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, and then Canada. So that is the main north-south route. And then, of course, you can hit Highway 51 and go down into Nevada. You can also go over to Twin Falls and then down 93 into Jackpot. Head over I-84 all the way to Pocatello. That eventually heads to Utah, and then Idaho Falls. And then Salmon. Salmon is pretty much way out here. So if you're into whitewater rafting, you go to Salmon, and you go all the way down the main Salmon River through the Frank Church River of No Return, and it comes out over here at Riggins. So float that I've done before. Very, very cool. So there are some specific achievements just for Idaho, which I'm super excited about. And that's probably what I'll focus on. Now, I also have the Washington DLC, Oregon DLC, which, I mean, come on. There'll be jobs up around Seattle and the Puget Sound and the coast, and then all the way down the Oregon coast, of course, and Portland, and all, just so cool. And then, of course, California, there's got to be just tons of stuff to do down there. And then over here to Arizona. So we've got, did I say Arizona earlier? We've got Nevada. I think I said that right. Utah, and I don't own the DLC for Utah. I can see there's no roads there. And then down to Arizona. So Plan to, the obsessive compulsive in me wants to have every state now. And I don't think they have every state so far. You can see, I think the ones that they have are slightly grayed, like right here. So there's no reason to go crazy if you can't get the whole country. And I think this is probably enough to keep me busy anyway, probably many, many, many months. And by then, I'll probably lose interest. So I'm just going to focus on this. So let me continue to give you kind of a walk around here. That was the navigation. Convoys, you can work with other people and do convoy jobs, which is pretty cool. And then the career mode is basically, they will show you've got some skills. And I hauled one thing of explosives, and so I have one there under hazmat. Long distance, high value cargo, fragile cargo, just in time. So that's stuff that needs to be urgent. And then fuel economy. So learn to drive efficiently. So those are some skills that you can earn, work towards. And then also career progress. Take a look here. So I am level 2. I've got 158 points out of 700 XP before I bump up to level 3. And I've got, these are my stats. So I love stats, of course. I love data. So it's keeping track of all my deliveries, how much weight I've delivered, how many depots I've served, and my most common delivery, the ratings of my deliveries, accomplishments. It shows that I've got on time 5, undamaged 5. Map exploration, 1.36% of the map. Cities, 3 out of 89 that I have available to me, and only 1 state out of the 6 that I have available to me. So truck dealers, 1 of 31. Oh, so just so much. I love all this stuff. And total distance driven, 523 miles. Garage owned, 1. Real time spent playing, 1 hour, 39 minutes. The game time, 13 hours. So you can see it speeds it up by almost 13 times. So if you're doing a 13-hour route, it'll take you an hour of actual, roughly, of game time. Penalties. I got a red light ticket. It did not look like a red light, but I guess that's what it looks like in the game. It looked like a 4-way stop to me, so I went ahead and went, and there was a siren sound, and I guess I got a penalty of $520 and a red light. So that's probably not good for my record, for my driving record. So, and then here's the delivery log of everything I've delivered. So I also think this is pretty cool. Keeps track of all that stuff and how much experience point you get for each one. So that was career. Company. I only have email right now. I can't really do anything else at this point. I'm pretty early on. So I do get some little emails, which are things like, hey, there's used trucks for sale, and some other messages like we're looking for drivers with their own equipment. There's also a bank who can give us a loan, and there's brand new trucks for sale. So, and I'll get back to that here in a second. And then under services, that's where you get to the bank and the used trucks and the new trucks. Catalog, these are things you can explore and look into. Trucks. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at that just to see what that looks like. Give it a second here to load. It's probably a lot. So Steam inventory, loading Steam inventory items. So, it's going to be every truck, I would guess. And you can look at and go through all the information, the chassis, the engine for every truck, which is pretty cool. So, it'd be similar if this was a flight sim. These would be airplanes. If it was a train sim, these would be train engines, etc. So, a cool way to just look through the trucks. There's also Trailer Explorer. So that's going to be pretty important. In this game, you need certain types of trailers to, and you can see you have to be certain levels before you can even access some of these. I mean, there's just all kinds of trailers that eventually you'll need. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm surprised I haven't gotten into this previously, since I love driving games, and not just racing games. I like the challenge of real driving games. So media, this is just, you can have, there's a radio station, you can make your own radio station. People, you can share, you can make one and share it with other people, which is pretty cool. And then of course gallery, which is just screenshots, and then just normal game stuff. Launchpad, I'm not sure what that is. Do you really want to leave the current profile? Yeah, okay, let's check that out. Not really sure what Launchpad. Oh, okay, this is just the main screen. Back to the main menu. So we'll just bounce back into the game. So that's kind of a quick overview. And then the last thing I wanted to say was, even though I want to jump right into navigation and start driving and achieving accomplishments here and there, I can't just take off. So like, I am basically at the mercy of a trucking company that I work for, and I can go find quick jobs. But I know there was an achievement to go deliver potatoes from this right there, and my joystick is creeping. There we go. From this company, Sunshine Crops, I believe it is, and one of the achievements is deliver 5 loads of potatoes from there to any place else that takes it. And I don't know what that means. A warehouse. I don't know where actually that needs to go. I don't know how that works. It's new to me, but that's one of the achievements. But I cannot just take off and go there. In fact, if I do click on drive, it'll say you can't do that because you don't have your own truck. I can't just take off in my company's truck. They expect me to do quick jobs, and so you have to go to quick jobs and earn money. Like, so for example, I have $15,000, and I think the cheapest truck to buy is around $100,000. So I have to grind with jobs. So I'm sure that I'm not a trucker, but I'm sure that's how it feels when someone starts out in the business and you've got to just grind and do jobs. And see, these jobs are going to pay about $5,000, it looks like, on average per job. And you can, what I like about this is when you click on it, it shows you the map, where it is. So this one from Ketchum to Idaho Falls, this one, Boise over to Pendleton. And I would not be able to do that job if I didn't have the Oregon DLC, but I do. So I could do that job. And these are ranked on, I can rank them however I want to, but right now they're ranked on price. But I have other options as well, which include the origin, the expiration, the route length, the cargo, etc., etc. You can eventually just do like high risk, high reward kind of drives. So this one is Boise to Burns, carrying 54,000, almost 55,000 pounds of yogurt, and it pays $5,000, 27 cents. Sorry, $27 a mile. So that's how this works. And I need to grind out probably about 20 of these jobs. That's a lot. I'm gonna have to put in some time before I can really afford my own truck. And at that point, I will start working on some of the kind of freelance jobs, driving all over. First Idaho, and try to accomplish all the achievements. And speaking of that, let me see if I can bounce over to Steam real quick and just take a look at the achievements. So there are global achievements in Steam that show everybody who's played this game, 77.7% of them. The most common achievement is parking a trailer. And I did that as well. So I have a little check mark next to it. So interesting, not everybody has done that. As a matter of fact, only 3/4 of the players have done that. Using a gas station, using a way station, etc. So there's a ton of, these are all the global achievements, and it compares you, it just shows you everybody who's playing it through Steam, how many have done that. So I'm most interested in Idaho. So here's one, the Grown in Idaho, complete 5 deliveries of potatoes from Idaho farms. Only 1% of the players have done that. So that's one that I want to work on pretty soon. Here's another one, along the Snake River, complete perfect deliveries with no damage, no fines, and on time between these cities: Kennewick, Lewiston, Boise, Twin Falls, Pocatello, Pocatello, Idaho Falls. Any order or direction counts. Only 0.8%, not even 1% of the people have done that. So That's definitely on my list, and all the way down. Some of these people haven't even done them. Vehicle dealer, which requires the Nebraska DLC. No one's done it. I think the Nebraska DLC just came out not too long ago, so those are going to be, you can see Nebraska, Nebraska, Nebraska. Those are going to be at the bottom. My achievements, these are all the achievements not compared to other players around the world. So you can see on the top here, here's the only achievement I have, parked a trailer. But it does show you right here, 77.7% of players have this achievement. So you really don't have to use the global achievement map over here, because as soon as you accomplish it, it will also show you that. So I want to be smart and efficient about playing the game. So if I go past a gas station, I might as well use it, fill up, and I will get that achievement. So want to be smart about that as well. But here's one I've got: perform deliveries for at least 15 different companies, and I've done it for 4. Finished 50 deliveries, I've done 5. So I'm getting there, but I just started, right? So that is kind of a quick look at the game. You can get it on Steam and in the store. Let's see if I can I guess go to store page, see what it's going for these days, and watch the developer play. I mean, I'm sure these guys are super good at it, and they've got their steering wheel and all that. Now, I do have a steering wheel and a gas pedal, but I just don't like it gets in the way of my microphone, of my keyboard. I tried to set it up yesterday, just my monitor with a steering wheel, but I don't have a dedicated computer just for gaming. I use it for all kinds of things, and so I'm looking into ordering a new controller that has a little steering module built in. It's a Thrustmaster and modular gaming controller, and you can snap in little modules to make it pop, to make it however you want it. So I'll do a review of that when I get it. All right, so here is the game right now. This is why I think it's a good idea to look into trying it yourself, because it is 75% off right now, weekend deal. Normally $20, which is still a great deal for this game, but it's only $4.99. And I believe this is what I bought right here, which was the Northwest bundle. I probably paid the $26, but right now it's only $11, and you get a fancy wheel pack, Montana and Wyoming. I must have bought more than that. I didn't get this one, Southwest bundle, because I don't have Mexico, Utah. But right now it's only $14, so it's probably something I should grab as well. Then there's a Texas-sized bundle, which gives you more. So hopefully they'll just keep on working on the DLCs, but the price is right. And I will be doing more videos of learning how to drive and living the life of a trucker. So come back and drive with me. That would be great. I need someone in shotgun and a navigator. So come join me and help me out. And I'll catch you next time I drive. For this episode, however, Mr. Johns is out.